Welcome to Yokohama, where you're vying for fame through successful business ventures. In order to achieve these goals, you will roam the streets of Yokohama, gaining the benefits of various areas of the city and earn the favor of foreign agents. To be able to roam through Yokohama, you will place assistants around the board. You may choose to place one assistant in 3 different areas, or if you choose, 2 assistants in a single area. Your president will perform the main actions of the game. To be able to move your president, you will simply go through locations where you have assistants present and end in a location where your assistants are located. The first thing you would do is calculate the amount of power that you have in the location. Your president counts as 1 power. Each assistant counts as 1 power. In the copper mine, currently you have 3 power. If you look at the top of the board, that means you would obtain 1 piece of copper for 3 power. Now we would go to the power bonus, which is optional because you need at least 4 power to take advantage of this. If you've ever reached 5 power, you would immediately receive the bonus token if it was still available in that location. However, if you've only reached 4, you may still build either a trade house or a shop in one of these locations. A trade house would go right here, and only 1 player may occupy that space and score the victory points. Anytime you come back to this location, the trade house now will count as 1 additional power to this location for you from the rest of the game. Now a shop can occupy any one of these 4 locations on the board. Once you occupy that, you will get the bonus that's underneath it, and once again, it will count as 1 power in this location. The last thing you will do is that any assistants that are in your location you will recover, which means you will simply take them off that location and back into your pool of resources so that you can later deploy them. You will use goods you have acquired to fulfill orders that you have obtained from the port. Going to the laboratory will allow you to unlock special abilities that can help you gain extra victory points or possibly quickly move around the board. Anytime you fulfill orders or obtain technologies that have matching countries, you will then gain a foreign agent of that nation. After your president has performed all of his actions and recalled his workers, you would then be able to take an optional action to be able to use your foreign agent in a location where you have assistants. He counts as 0 power, however, he will be able to use the power of all the assistants or possibly trade houses and shops in that location to be able to activate that location. That can only occur 1 time, and once he does, he is exhausted and will be turned over to the opposite side. There are optional objectives as well to take advantage of, and these change throughout each game. Whenever somebody takes an order from the port, all the other orders will slide down and fill in the available spaces. Then, at the end of the turn, you will put a new order at the end of the line. If ever you cannot perform this action, and this stack is empty, then that would signal end game. The game can also end by the customs. Whenever somebody places in the final spot on the customs board, that would signal end game. If any player has built all their trading houses or their shops onto the board, that as well would signal end game. Lastly, the game could end if somebody uses the church. You determine how much faith your character has. And once the final spot is filled, you would finish the round, you would get 1 other action, and then that would be end game. So whomever ends the game with the most fame will win. The good of Yokohama is that it's challenging yet satisfying. The variable board layouts will change up from 1 game to the next, and the production is high quality. Any negatives could be that it's overwhelming for new players, and that too many choices can be very taxing. Final verdict is that this is a game you should absolutely consider adding to your collection. I love it.